Spring is in full swing, and I have to get you brought up on where the market is so that you can make the best decision for yourself and your family when it comes to real estate. And that could mean staying in place, it could mean purchasing a home, it could mean selling and renting, it can mean selling and purchasing elsewhere, right? But I have to bring you up to speed with where things are at for today, May 1st, 2024. So let's get into it. Real estate success without the BS. As always, I have to talk about the three horsemen, what I call the three horsemen of the real estate market. And the first one is mortgage rates. And this horseman has been the most volatile of the three in the past few years and has really been a big driver of the market. So I'm going to focus a little bit of more time on him. And I think I'll start by saying your average 30-year fixed rate mortgage right now is right around 7.5%. But I do have to give a little bit of a footnote on that because mortgage rates are highly subjective and they can vary for a variety of reasons. And one of them is online advertisements. You could see some online advertisers putting out rates in the high sixes. And then you'll see some with rates of 7.6 or higher. So what gives with that? Why the big difference? Well, essentially, there are a good number of banks and lenders that are advertising lower rates by quoting them with the implied discount points baked into the advertised rate, which really just means you're going to have extra upfront costs that goes towards buying down the prevailing rate. So your initial money out of pocket will be higher as opposed to going with a loan that does not have a rate discount point buy down. And we're not talking about hundreds of dollars here, we're talking about thousands. So please, please, please be careful when you're shopping around. Make sure you understand not just what the rate will be, but also what the estimated closing costs will be, because they will be higher if you're buying down the rate. And some other things to be mindful of when you're looking at advertised rates: loans with less than 25% down will have higher costs, either in terms of upfront closing costs or the rate itself. Secondary homes or investment properties incur extra costs, as do lower credit scores. You're going to start getting hit for anything under 780 in most cases these days. All of that to say, 7.5% might not be the exact rate that you see today, but after you adjust for discount points, additional risks, whether it's a second home or an investment property, 7.5% is the most prevalently quoted top tier conventional 30-year fixed rate today. And as far as Fed rate policy, we'll get the latest Fed announcements today, actually. There is zero chance of a cut or a hike, I believe. So don't expect huge swings overnight if you're in the market for financing. And if you're curious as to who the best lenders that I've worked with in the area, I'm really happy to talk with you more about that and give you some recommendations. They are the experts that I lean on to get my clients great wins. And that could be, whether it's for a mortgage pre-approval, for a purchase, refinancing, or even HELOCs. Now let's talk about the second horseman, housing inventory. More than 556,000 single-family homes were available for sale nationwide as of last Friday. And that's according to the latest data from Housing Wire, their sister company, Altos Research. And that puts the national inventory up 31% year over year, extending a 24-week streak of year-over-year increases. And that's great news, right? Well, unfortunately, not for us in the New York area. And the reason those national listing numbers growth isn't a boon to us is that the growth is really highly concentrated in Texas and Florida. No one is experiencing growth in inventory as much as they are currently. And in fact, New York inventory is down year over year by about 4%, according to that same research company. Now, yes, we are seeing week over week increases, but I am comfortable saying that is really due to the spring market doing its yearly cyclical thing for us. And that inventory shortage, coupled with demand from buyers, really brings us to the third horseman, which is home prices. I don't think it's a secret. Home price increases have continued to accelerate. The latest data comes from February, and that's even with interest rates moving higher. And if you're a homeowner, you likely saw healthy gains in the last year, no matter what city or what town or neighborhood that you live in our area. And also whether it was an expensive or an inexpensive neighborhood. We've now fully bounced back from the winter seasonal and normal cyclical lows in prices. And the NAR chief economist, Lawrence Yun, he rightly pointed out recently that there are nearly 6 million more jobs now compared to pre-COVID highs, which suggests that there are more aspiring home buyers that exist in the market, which is driving competition for the homes and the homes that are out there, and naturally will drive prices up when there's more demand than supply. So what does this all mean for you? My answer is I don't know, because I don't know what you want to do. I mean, these are just facts, and they could be good, they could be bad for you. It really depends on what you want to do. So what I would suggest is emailing me or texting me, or better yet, call me. I enjoy talking to people so that I can help point you in the right direction. Okay, guys? Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next month for June's update, but I hope to talk to you before then.